Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. It's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and finally I have a process video to share with you. This is a layout that I made just for myself, kind of using up some stuff from my stash. I've been trying to get the rest of my 2015 vacation photos scrapped. This is not one of them, but I had these photos of my husband and my daughter. We tried to take a nice family photo at my niece's baptism not too long ago. And I liked the pictures, and I just thought, you know what, let me get them scrapped. We had some other family photos taken that day, and I had some baptism paper and some embellishments that I wanted to use, and I thought I'll just print all these pictures now before I forget about all of this stuff that I want to use with it. And unfortunately, the other photos didn't print out right. I had cropped them myself and then failed to review what they looked like before printing. So I shouldn't have printed them 4x6. I should have done the square version. That would have worked a lot better. Now I know. But this photo of my family printed out just fine. And I did crop it a little bit because it was at a church, so the background, unfortunately, this was taken on my camera, on my phone. I should have brought my camera, but the background was the altar of the church, and that seems to be more in focus than we are, even though we are closer to the camera. It was kind of weird. It could also have been the fact that my daughter was constantly moving, as she does, and so she's a bit of a blur, and maybe the camera just was trying to focus on things that were still, like the chairs in the background. And it was a church. I mean, it was a very pretty church. Um, uh, it ended up that the setting or the stuff that's behind us didn't look so pretty. I was kind of hoping this could be a Christmas card photo, but I'm gonna nix that just because we're all a little blurry. But it was still a kind of a nice photo of the family, and I thought I would record it in the scrapbook and just kind of remember this moment and everything. So the papers that I'm using, I had this, I think, a K & Company kit, and that is the pattern paper that's on the right-hand side. It's a little girly, but I kind of liked the sort of like vintage signs and sort of the vintage font and lettering. I just thought it kind of fit with more of had more of a fancy vibe for a fancy photo. And then the background paper is sort of a light blue and a dark blue. And I chose that paper because I ended up using some scraps and embellishments that were left over from an old American Crafts kit. I think it was Homemade by Jen Hadfield. And it had some like gray blues in it. You can see that I've picked a die cut at the bottom that says Grateful Heart. It's got sort of a wreath around the words, and it's green and with those sort of dark gray blues. There's also a sticker up at the top of a little bird's nest because it's very home themed. So there's things that say like bless this nest is your home, and it's got 3 little eggs in it, and there are 3 people in my little family. So, and the eggs are blue, so again tying in to the blue there. And it sort of went with the K & Company pattern paper. There was brown in that one, and then there's brown in that little strip that I'm working on right there at the bottom. And then the other pattern paper was also from the American Crafts collection, and that's basically just like white with gray, sort of like a gray floral, I think. To this, what I had done was I had taken all this leftover stuff and I'd sort of made kind of a kit to go with it. So I had saved those 2 pink bows. Those are from Cheeky Studio. I thought they would be really great with this collection because there's also some pinks in the embellishments and papers. So I saved those for this kit to use whenever I used up the kit. And then I also brought in some of the washi tape. It goes underneath that brown strip. I just needed a little bit of something extra down there at the bottom to sort of extend that. The brown strip I liked. I kind of wished it had been longer, so that's why I sort of extended with some of the washi tape, and that was also part of the American Crafts collection. There's like a floral piece a gold butterfly piece, and there was a third one I think was pink, but I just used those two. Up at the top, I also cut apart one of the tag cut-aparts. I cut apart a cut-apart. That was from the American Crafts collection as well. And I just used a pink side to go, or no, it's sort of more of a craft color, I think. It looks a little bit pink here, but I think it's craft. And then the bottom of it, you saw earlier when I did it, it said celebrate together or something, and so I can always use that for something else, maybe a card. And I really just liked that little home sticker, the gold banner sticker, and then the little heart up there says something about home. I liked that it was kind of tying in some of the browns. And again, it's talking about our family. We're home, and the title there, which also uses American Craft stickers, is Take 3. I didn't have a lot of letters left, but I was determined to come up with something with those letters. So I chose Take 3 because this was like one of the multiple photos that was taken of us. Literally, I think there were probably like 10 photos, and this one was the best one out of the bunch, unfortunately. So it's sort of a play on how many takes it took to get a decent photo. And then there's also 3 of us. So yeah, I liked kind of the play on words there, the play on number. What I like about this American Crafts collection is that it came with label stickers, journaling stickers. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to say on these journaling spots. And some of them, I had 2 sheets of them, so they're pretty much all different. But some of them have the same sort of color border. The ones I chose were pink. Some of them are gold. Some of them were black. And I like that they're kind of long and thin, so it's really nice to sort of layer them in case you want to write a lot, as I was attempting to do there. And of course, after I wrote on the 3rd one, I realized this is not working and it's not what I wanted to say. So I scrapped those, and I hate to waste them, but it didn't work out the first go-round writing. And I had even thought about it in my head first before I wrote it down, and it still didn't come out right. So the second time works a lot better, and I only used 2 stickers. The only bad thing is that you do have to let the ink dry because of the, I guess the sheen or something, the surface of the stickers. So you'll see that I finish writing and I kind of place them where I'm going to put them, but I don't stick them down. You'll be able to see where they go officially in the close-ups, which are going to follow right now. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it was inspiring. Make sure you give it a thumbs up like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. All that stuff is below. All my links are below. I would love to connect with you there and share some scrapbooking inspiration with you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.